Okay, I am here today. Let y'all get on here. Let me let y'all folks get on here. Let's have a good time having a conversation. This is gonna be interesting tonight. It's gonna be interesting. It's really gonna be interesting. It's really gonna be interesting tonight. Really gonna be interesting tonight. I just got on here. I normally do Wednesdays, but I've been on the road. Let me let some more of y'all get in here before I file, because I ain't gonna be on here that long. Got a couple of things to talk about since the mail is in. The mail is here. We're gonna read the mail tonight. We're gonna read the mail. Yeah, it's been a minute. Let me tell you what's happening. Why it's been a minute. It's been a minute because I've been on a college tour with the kids. I've been on the college tour with my kids, going around the country, taking them all over the place, and just, showing them the world. This was all about showing them the world. And so that's what was very important, that I take them around the country and show them the world. So I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here, and I'm gonna start up sharing this on my other sites. I know it's a lot of y'all. One time for shouts out to all the people who are on YouTube on here. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, you got to do that ASAP. It's the Uncle Luke YouTube page. It's a bunch of YouTube pages of myself on there. So you got to go subscribe on there. That's very, very, very important that you go and subscribe, people. I need you to go there. I'll go on. Be a follower. Because I have so much stuff that's going to be added on to that page. But you got to do that. So many things going on. But going back to where I've been on the road with my kids. Every year, other than last year, obviously, I take kids out on a college tour. And we go on around the country. I remember when I did it about 13 years ago. See, people, I've been like posting the pictures of us going around the country, and people's like, oh, that is so nice. That is so great. I'm so happy you're doing that. But actually, I've been doing it for almost 12 years, maybe longer than that. I be losing count of things because I just do it. It wasn't no social media way back in the days. I remember we had in the van Jeffrey Godfrey, Charles Gaines Jr., and all of them was in the 8th grade. It was funny. We drove the van to Tennessee. We went Tennessee, Auburn. We went everywhere. Me and Godfrey Daddy, Mike Love was driving. And we just took the kids everywhere. So we've been doing this. So it's so amazing to hear people say, oh, that's so great. That's so nice that you're doing that. You're taking the kids around the country. And that's such a beautiful thing. But because of social media, you're able to post pictures, and most people think that I just started doing this yesterday, but actually not. I love doing it because what happened with me as a kid, when I was running in the streets and I was doing all kind of bad things, my mom sent me to DC to stay. Y'all didn't know I stayed in DC. stayed in Oxon Hill. Military brother straightened me out because I was a bad guy in the streets. She was like, it was just going to be two things. One or two things going to happen to you. You're going to be either dead or you're going to be in jail. So before I let that happen, I'm going to see if your brother can straighten you out. Got to DC, the rest was history. Saw African Americans doing some great things, opened my eyes up. I said, if I ever get an opportunity to be able to take kids out of their environment so that they can be able to see some great things, I'm going to do that. And I made that my business. So I use football as a tool to take kids out of their environment, to be able to take them around the country so they can see other kids that look like them at these different colleges and universities, and they can tour places. I mean, we went everywhere. We went to Clemson, we went to Florida A&M, we went to Florida State, we went to Florida Memorial, we went to, rode over to Alabama, University of Alabama. We went to Tuskegee. We went to Florida, went to UCF. Tuskegee was the most impressionable moment for the kids when we went to Tuskegee, because we got to see Bethune-Cookman. Not Bethune-Cookman College. We went to Tuskegee and we got to see, I'm sorry, I had something going on here, text going on at the same time. We went to see Booker T. Washington statue. If you go to my Twitter page, not Twitter, but Instagram page, you'll see a lot of the pictures of the kids and where we went at. Booker T. Washington, we saw the statue, had the kids get out the bus and read what's on the platform of the actual statue. And that was a very moving moment. And right down from the statue, you have the grave site of George Washington Carver. And then you have Booker T. Washington's house right across the street from the university. Then around the corner, you have Tuskegee Airmen Air Base. So I chose that historical Black college in that whole region to go to educate my young men. And what I found so fascinating, I asked the group of guys, are you familiar with Booker T. Washington? Are you familiar with George Washington Carver? And as sad as it may be, only maybe a few kids on the bus knew. So it goes into, what are we doing educational-wise with our kids? Are we really teaching Black history? Or are we just having a freaking month, and the month is just Black History Month? Oh, cool, Martin Luther King, and that's it. That's it, nothing else. We're not even teaching Black history. I want y'all to challenge everybody that's looking at this today, and if you look at tomorrow, I want you to get 5 young men and young girls and say, tell me about George Washington Carver. Tell me about anybody but Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Tell me about Booker T. Washington. Tell me about Du Bois. Not the regular people that you see, Harriet Tubman, she just became famous. Everybody wanted to do a movie about her because they get ready to put on a bill. But there's no Black history being taught in the schools. So if you don't know your history, how the hell you know where you're going at? Everybody is sitting there wondering why kids are killing each other and killing other kids, and kids killing innocent people, and young men are killing. We don't know our history. We really don't know our history. And it's not being taught in schools, which is very, very sad, because it's all about testing. And I'm not testing the mic out. Test. And the principles are, we got to test. We got to get a certain score on the test. And the teachers, we got to test, because if we get a certain score on the test, we get a bonus. So we ain't about to be sitting up here talking about no Mary Clyde Bethune. We ain't talk about that. The only black history y'all need to know about is Oprah and Gail. Sad as that may seem. Only black history you need to know about is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, Black History Month. Kevin Hart is an actor. Do you know who Kevin Hart is? Yes. Do you know Tuskegee Airmen? Who is that? We got a long way to go, people. I keep telling y'all, everybody's just worrying about killings that are happening everywhere around the country. But they don't know it's a root of everything. And the root of it all is if you don't know where you came from, how the hell do you know where you're going? How do you know why you should love each other? How do you know what you all went through, what your people went through, what your ancestors went through? If you know that, you'll feel some kind of way about grabbing a gun and going shooting somebody up or shooting some party up. But it ain't been taught, and that's by design. But they remind you of the Holocaust. They remind you of the history of what Hitler did to the Jews. They remind you of Native Americans and what white Americans did to them. And that's why they give them so much land and give them so much money and they get their reparation. But they don't want to remind you of your black history. They don't want to remind you, they don't want to tell you about the difference between A.D. Du Bois and Bethune-Cookman. Not Bethune-Cookman, but Booker T. Washington. They ain't going to remind you about that. They ain't going to talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about Du Bois told us, let's go up here and get these jobs and all that, and that just totally fucked us all up. When Booker T. Washington was saying, no, let's go and do it this way. And most African Americans ended up going the high yellow brother way. And that put us in the predicament that we're in right now. They don't talk about that. They don't teach kids that. So they can differentiate the difference between A.D. Du Bois and a Booker T. Washington. And then you have George Washington Carver. They don't talk to you about that. It's not flashy. It's not sexy. That's why 120 people will be watching this telecast right now, because we're talking about that. I ain't talking about no buffoonery. I ain't talking about no what rapper is screwing another rapper and what rapper hate another rapper or what celebrity don't like another celebrity or who's screwing who and who got fake this. Don't want to talk about that. This ain't a sexy conversation, but again, I impromptu got on here at almost midnight because I wanted to celebrate Tupac's birthday before midnight strike. I love that, brother. Happy birthday, Tupac. He would love this conversation if he was here. Me and Tupac had so many conversations like this. Me, Tupac, Ice Cube, we always had conversations like this. I got to get Ice Cube on here. We always had these kind of conversations about Black Power and Black Power movement, Black people. Because we could have an intellectual conversation because we understood our history and where we came from and where we were going. That's why right now today, nothing changes. Everything goes in circles. Same thing they did back then, they're doing right now. They just modify it, trick the game up, put a new skirt on it, go find some A.D. Du Bois and all us Booker T. Washington guys are over here. No. Let's fight for our rights. No, we want to keep all our rights. We want to do all our land. We don't want to know. No, we ain't going up there to work for them. No, but they cool. They cool. Y'all need to go back and do your Black history. They used to go around the country. Black leaders always went around the country and had town hall meetings. And so don't think for 1 minute they're just going to send Malcolm around and have his town hall meeting without sending DuBose around to have his town hall meeting, without sending Martin around to have his town hall meeting, without sending Booker T. Washington around to have his town hall meeting, and not to send George Washington Carver around to have his town hall meeting. Everybody have town hall meeting. No different than right now. We got shooting in the community. Let's have a town hall meeting. Let's get some influential African Americans in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some plants in the meeting. So you might be having a meeting at your hometown. We're going to talk about the violence in the community. Who's going to be on the panel? Who's going to be speaking? Who's the rat on the panel? Just follow the money. Always follow the money. You got to follow the money. Like in Miami-Dade County, we got $10 million we're going to put in a fund to stop gun violence. $10 million. All the black people scrambling for the money. How do I get the money? How do I get the money? How do I get the money? Everybody positioning themselves, all of a sudden, everybody's an expert on gun violence. I'm an expert on gun violence. Here's my proposal. Miramar maximum insurance claims. Just that stupid. I'm an expert on gun violence everywhere around the country. We're going to put billions, millions of dollars. And you guys are going to stop the gun violence. $10 million. $10 million to stop gun violence. Really? Is that easy? It's not really that easy. Because we're talking about 20 years, and I'm going to break it down for you. We're talking about 20 years of lack of education, African Americans being put in poverty, lack of jobs, lack of skills, take away the technical schools. Everybody ain't going to college. Lack of social skills, lack of opportunities. You add all that together. That happens. And then you take the school system and you do the testing. Test. I was looking at some kids the other day when I was graduating. I went to the restaurant to go get me a bite to eat with my mask on and everything. Sitting there, I'm just looking. Graduation party here. So one little young lady and her mom spotted me. Oh, can I take a picture? Take a picture. Okay, so what are you going to do now that you graduated? Had a little thing on her head. Are you going to college? Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. Come on. Listen. What do you want to be? I really want to be a nurse. Well, look, young lady, you could be a nurse. You could be whatever you want to be. Just apply yourself. Well, I might have to go to junior college. I understand. So that means the GPA is not high enough to go to the college. It's not a problem. Some great people went through junior college and eventually still ended up getting them a great degree and went on to be productive people. Some became brilliant people. But go do that. See yourself through. And then there's a whole lot of other folks don't have no ideals. And when a young lady has an ideal of doing that, then the challenges come in the way to go do this financial. I remember when I was a kid. All my brothers went to college, and I was like, I didn't want to go to college. Let me get a job. Got a job. Then I thought about Miami-Dade Community College. Went over there, long ass line. I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm not doing that. I got to figure out something to do. Go home, your mama say, well, you got 2 years to get the fuck out of my house. Better go get your job. Then you go get the white pages. Look in the job section. And you're looking for a job. Go do some interviews. You don't speak no English around here. That don't get you a job. Pot washer. Somebody turn you on over here. Pot washer. You be like, man, you washing these pots every time you going home, getting off the bus, going to the crib. You seeing your boys in the trap with their nice, pretty cars and all the jewelry on, and all the girls hanging all on them. And they like, yeah, Luke, you don't need to be fucking with that cooking in the kitchen and washing them pots, bro. You might want to come over here. Trap or die. Nah, I ain't fucking with that. Been there, did that, bought the t-shirt. So these kids out here right now today, they have no skill. Back in the days when I went to school, I had the opportunity to get a skill. I could have been a marine engine mechanic. I took that class. I learned how to break down boat engines at Miami Beach Senior High. And at all the other schools, they had skills that you can get certified to be a plumber, certified to be, air conditioned person. They took all that shit away. They took it all out of the school system. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. And y'all know who created the testing? The Bush family. That's why I be like, Michelle Obama, why are you so friendly with this dude? He literally fucked up the African-American community. Why y'all so cute together? Everybody thinks it's so cute. Michelle sits up there. She talks to George Bush. What are you talking about? I love Michelle Obama to death. I know she's a brilliant woman. So what the fuck is that? What's so funny to be with this dude and his family created the testing system? They started when he was the governor in Texas, and he put the standardized testing in there and took out all the trades out of all the schools and all everything, and then brought that shit over here when his other brother became the governor of the state of Florida. And they just spread it all around the country. They own the test. They made it like law. They make billions of dollars every year off the testing. Meanwhile, who gets affected? In the African-American community, all they focus solely on testing, nothing else. Does that help you pass the ACT or the SAT to get in college? No. Ain't no preparation for that. You got to go get you another preparation. You think, why the hell are we doing that? We should be preparing. We should be setting ourselves up to be able to pass that test, get a high score on that test. But the people who are doing that is the private schools. Getting them ready. See, the numbers are going down. Luther is talking about civilized shit. This is boring. We need him to talk about sexual escapades, things like that. United Kingdom in the building. What's up, United Kingdom? UK. I got to go back over there and get a Dudley. Jeb Bush started all the testing in Florida. Yes, he did. He brought it from his brother. His brother-in-law, it owns the test. Created the whole shit. So these kids ain't learning nothing. Hi from New Orleans. What's up, New Orleans? Vegas. I see y'all. Love y'all. Mobile, Alabama in the house. I'm hosting a big comedy show here on June 20th. I've been on the road so long with my kids, I don't even know what day is June 20th. Is it Sunday or Saturday? It's I know it's Father's Day. Father's Day should be every day. Every day a dad goes in the house, Put that money on the table. That's fucking Father's Day. Every day dad takes his son to the park. That's Father's Day. Every day dad is doing the right thing, providing and keeping a roof over the head for the family and doing the things that a man's supposed to do. That is Father's Day. Every day should be Father's Day. Sunday at the Miramar Amphitheater. Y'all come on out there and check me out. I'm hosting a comedy show. I don't know why I'm fucking hosting a comedy show. I thought people who host a comedy show are comedians. So does that mean I'm supposed to tell a joke or jokes or sing a song? I don't think they pay me enough money to sing a song. But it's going to be an awesome show. Michael Blaston, motherfucker. That's what it was. I'm not supposed to say it like that. Father's Day. So let's talk about Father's Day. Because obviously I'm not going to be on here on Sunday. Because I'm going to be at the comedy show. Doing the comedy thing. Father's Day. There's a lot of great black men out here today. Nobody wants to give a black man no credit. They want to call us all deadbeat dads. Even when we're paying child support. You're a bad dad. I was looking at this dude, what's this dude? Kevin Salmon? That dude is deep. He said he's out of control. But he go in on the women so hard that dudes I'll be looking at the feed, dudes be on there like, are you gay? And then he hit him in the head. What does that mean? That dude be going hard. Have y'all seen this dude on there? That dude be going hard. But I be listening to the stats and then I go fact check his stats. I go fact check the stats because the stats are incredible. And most of the stats that he recite are freaking accurate. That dude say 70% of black women or some crazy number like that are the ones who go and file for divorce. Then the dude said the average African-American man makes $37,000 a year. That's a fact. And he says, and then he gets the women on there, he interviews the women and they say, he said, what kind of man you want? And the women say, oh, I make a lot of money and I want him to be able to make six figures because I got six-figure habits. Then he says, well, you know, the average man makes $37,000 a year. And there's only 10% of African-American men that make six figures. So what you going to do now? It's amazing. Those stats, the numbers is what get me. All the other shit. There'd be a lot of other stuff going on. But it kind of exposes where we're at. Buddy has a great conversation. And I never knew that those numbers were that high, that the black woman is divorcing the black men at that rate. I thought it was the man, like trying to be with his side piece. I didn't know that. That was interesting. That was an interesting conversation. What y'all think about that? I like those colors. Father's Day. Let me tell you about Father's Day. You only get one mom and one dad. That's it. Fuck all that stepdad. No disrespect to the guys who want to call themselves stepdads and all that. You're not a stepdad. Ain't no such thing as stepdad. In the Bible, I don't think the Bible had nothing about no stepdad. That's what that guy Sumner said something that was real deep. When he started talking about marriages and stuff like that, Buddy said, ain't nothing in the Bible say nothing about no love. I was like, oh shit, where we going with this one? He said, if I was sickness and health, rich and poor, death do you part. What the fuck did it say you need to be loved? In love. I was like, oh shit. I said, oh, that's a material contract. Because the love gonna go out the door at some point. And it's gonna have to be about a business, which is right. White women understand that. That's what he said. Then he recited their numbers. I don't even want to recite their numbers. And who leaves that relationship? It's more the white man takes off and the white woman's still there. Oh God, I said, shit, don't do us like that. But because African-American women now have surpassed African-American men, y'all should have saw that coming a long time ago. The black woman at 80% makes more money than the black man. So she feels like he ain't shit because he doesn't make as much money as him, as her. Fuck that shit. I'm leaving this nigga. I'm making more money than him. Go get a dog. It's crazy. I can't see these comments. Love is just a 4-letter word. Let's talk about love. Chris says love is just a 4. What y'all think about that? Is that the case? Family structure is on a decline. It's sad. It's interesting, John. Yes. A real man steps in to be a father. A real man steps in to be a father. All right. Again, I don't believe in stepdads. Now, if there's a woman and she has a significant other and the dad is missing out of the kid life, and the man is with this woman, he loves her and loves everything about her and everything she loves. So he's there to support her and support everything that she loves. And so if there's some kids in the relationship that she loves, then he's going to be there to support her and the kids if there's no man there. So to give him a title, stepdad, I disagree with that. I disagree with the dad part. Because you can only have one dad and one mom. You only get one dad, one mom. You get 2 grandmamas and 2 granddaddies. That's all. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So I'm here to, so do the child call the stepdad dad? Hey, dad, hey, stepdad. No, you call him, hey, Bob, Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob is just like coach. The coach comes in and the coach comes in and help out the parent with her son and she don't have a man. So does that mean we're going to call him stepdad? Because the coach is picking him up, dropping him off, making sure his grades are right, helping him, getting him some clothes, feeding him and all that. Stepdad? No. He's coach. So I know some guys want to be named stepdad. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. I just think you're supporting the young man. You are a young man, a young lady, or whatever it is. You cannot be dad because you did not have the kid. I know some people say this is crazy because I was there when the baby was born. And I've been there from day one. So I should be called dad. I want to thank my stepdad And my mom, no, I want to thank my mom's husband who has always been there for me, saw me through college. He's the only man outside my mother that I know. He's the only dad I have, a father figure. Father figure, we could use that. He's the only father figure I know. Thank you for this award. I agree, but listen to this. I agree, but if child wants to call them stepdad, and then what happens? This is what normally happens. The kid becomes famous, then the dad comes around. I'm the fucking dad. Then the kid automatically like, that's my daddy. Fuck this dude. The side dad always get abused. That guy weak. I agree, but listen, if the child wants to call the guy, the child has the right to do whatever he has to do. Child want to call him dad, then so be it. Whatever you want to refer to him as, Bob. But it's important for men to be in their kids' life. So all you men, y'all can't be celebrating Father's Day because y'all ain't no father. But the ones who are fathers, who are there for their daughters and sons and shit, y'all good. Okay, let's read when you read this whole long thing. Father met the mom, met for. That is an interesting story. Very interesting story. And so you have cases like this. The only man a child know or the kids know, the only man a child know and the kids know is just one man. Never knew their dad. Just like an adoption. Only child. And so they kids, just like the first person said, if the kids choose to call the man dad, then that's what it is. But technically, he's not dad. Let's see what this young lady has to say. Okay, exactly. But well, what do you guys think about this statement? My good friend Torian Bean is on here. Hello, Bean. You are looking in on me. I just impromptu got on here, Bean. We're having a conversation about Father's Day. Let's talk about the women who try and make the other man, who try and make the kids call another man dad, and then the men are taking care of their kids. And they say, no, this your daddy. Your daddy ain't shit. But they're getting a child support check. What about that? What about the women who tell their kids, your daddy ain't shit. He don't love you. Don't let the daddy be a man to the kids. But have the other boyfriend and be like, this is your daddy. There's a lot of stuff going on around here. I could sit on here and talk about that shit all day. What you got to say? Really, Luke? You know, joke right now. I'm laughing. Okay, I'm confused. Really, Luke? Help you earn money. That's a joke, right? I'm laughing. Is that like an old, is this from an old show? All right, here we go. We got some great stories. Shouts out to great stories of uncles. Raise their kids. That's right. Let's call the guy by his name. Bobby. Mom is married to Bobby. Hey, Bob. Mr. Bob. Not dad. Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob has been there for me all of his life. What the fuck is that? Mr. Bob has been there for me all my life. Luke, most women are lost when it comes to the total. Wow. Wow. I can't read that shit. They might think I said it. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Happy Father's Day. Yes, Franklin. We're celebrating Father's Day. Real dads. Real dads. Real dads. Dads who take care of their kids. They need to have a motherfucker's day. Happy motherfucker's day. You motherfucker. I can't talk too loud. My son is here now. He's upstairs. He might be like, this motherfucker going crazy. It's summertime. I don't listen. The stars, the help earn. I don't understand that. How do you turn that shit off? Somebody set my page up, right? And they just turned me on here. The stars, I guarantee the stars to help you earn money. I don't know where the money going. If there's some money, I gotta go and find out who set this shit up. Because I don't get no money off of this shit. I wish I did. I'll be talking more shit than a little bit. I'll be on here telling all the stories. If I was getting paid like everybody else getting paid on social media, how does the stars work? Where the money go at? I might need to call Facebook up. I have to find out because I really have no idea about gifts and money and shit. I don't need no fucking money. I got a lot of money. And if I did earn some money or some star shit, then it'll be donated. Which you black people don't donate no money anyway. I did a men and women get divorced. The man pays child support with no missed payment, but mom still dogs him out, calls him no good. Ooh, 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 ooh. The mom still dogs him out, calls him no good. That's what happens. Shit, it happened to me. I ain't gonna tell y'all which parent, but it happened to me. Call me, oh, this motherfucker. Let me tell you this. I don't be liking to get into my personal shit, but I be experiencing the same thing everybody else experiences. Everybody experiences the same thing. It no matter how much money you got, where you living in, how you living. You could be living in the fucking cardboard box. You go through the same thing a dude living in a 7,000 square foot mansion. Because it's all about the money, money. And when you have kids and you go and be with somebody else, then that other person gets upset. Then they go and get the child support. Then they turn the kid on you, and before you know it, They don't let you see the kid, and then becomes all kind of shit. And they teaches the kid. Whoever has custody teaches the kid. Those are the bad mothers. That's the motherfuckers' day that they need to put on the books. Happy motherfuckers' day. They need to do that day. Maybe we'll start motherfuckers' day in some fucked up month. One a month where it was bad. But then again, you go back to what? Thank you. Get it on. I know when I made music back in the days, I need to start making music. Hey, we want some. I saw the little guy Tiger did my song over. And he was, I guess he did his whole reenactment thing. He just did his whole loop thing. Tiger did his whole loop thing. He in the pool with the girls and the song going on. And him and the other guy rapping. They got the whole Luke video going on. My homeboy Bean saw that and he was like, what the fuck? These niggas wrong. I said, what they wrong? How they gonna have, they got this video and they ain't got you in it. But they got you, your voice just, hey, I said, well, French Montana did it too. Pop that, don't stop, pop that. Jesus Christ. They just got the whole Luke video. They just went and told the producer, we want to do an Uncle Luke video. The girls at the pool, we're going to have 1,000 girls. But you're supposed to, these young fuckers, they try to take your stuff and it's supposed to at least, and I agree with the guy, it's supposed to at least call up, hey, look here, man. Hey, oh, man, we did a tribute to you. We took your voice, put it on the song. We're doing a video. We want to know if you want to be in it. We're going to have a bunch of fucking girls stressed out like how you used to do it, man. We're going to do your shit over, man. We want to just show homage. We want to show love to you, man. That's what's up, bro. And then come on, man. We want you to be in the video. We're going to shoot the shit on Star Island in Miami. Okay. And I show you young niggas like, man, you want to get some money for it? No, I'm good. I love y'all, but just hijack the fucking song and just going on down the road like y'all just did the song over. And then there's one of the kids in there singing it. Say, hey, we want some. No, don't fool these young people that you sung that. I'm happy for the guys. But goddamn, just hijack the motherfucking song and the video and the concept and everything about it, and you pay no respect. Where's the TMZ? I'm just saying. That's like me going over to your house and you sung a song. That's like me taking Keith Sweat's song and own that. This is my shit. No, it's not your shit. No. That's unfortunately that's a large part of the music business. People think they just buy and own your shit. It's a lot of that. Buy everything and own everything. Oh, we have enough money. We can just do that. But you can't do that. I'm telling y'all, go look at the video. You can't. Go look at the video. All the old heads is like, yo, the old heads is fucking pissed off. All the Luke fans is pissed off. Hold on. Did you tell them you didn't want to be in the video? 9 times out of 10, I probably would have just said no, like I did the French Montana song. I said no. I didn't want to be in the video. No, get it. 9 times 10 I would say no. But to ask, that's the important part. No, how I end up saying no to the French Montana video was, they were like, yeah, we doing a video. We want you to be in it. We don't want to tell you the song and the name of the song. So we want you to, they were trying to trick me to be in the video. Puff Daddy. We're going to send a jet for you. We're doing a video Labor Day week, Memorial Day weekend in Miami. We're going to send a jet. I'm like, I'm on the road doing shows. The fuck you going to send a jet for me? I ain't impressed. I used to own a jet. What the name of the song? I'm doing a bunch of shit with kids. I can't just be in some wild ass video. I'm running for office and all kind of shit. Nice video. Video came out. First article. Yeah, Rich Montana, I did a song with Uncle Luke. No, you didn't. So he taxed their ass, Luke. I love them. I love them kids. Listen, I don't want to die for them. Them kids, I love them kids. I love them kids. And I'm so happy that I'm happy that they did the song and they're doing the song. Seems like all them Kardashian people, the Kardashian boyfriends and girlfriends, they have some kind of way they do it. Every one of the boyfriends and girlfriends have sampled one of my songs. That's Kanye West, the other Kardashian boyfriend, and then this one right here. What was the other one did? Sicky Mode. Sicky Mode. They like me. I'll be happy for these young people. Do the song, bro. Just get on the phone and be like, yo. Get on the phone and be like, hey, what's up, man? You know, mad respect for you and all that, man. I'm gonna do this song. We want some pussy, man. And I just want to let you know, man, I just got so much love for you, and I'm gonna do the whole video and all that shit, man. If you want to get in that shit, man, I love to have you, bro. And all that, man. I ain't trying to do no fugazi shit like hijack the song and don't pay no mad respect to you and all that. Matter of fact, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, put Luke in it. No call. Where's Tiger? Can y'all please call Kim Kardashian? It's crazy. I don't blame the kids. I blame the executives of the record label. I blame the people who should know better. I blame the director of the video, the producer of the video, the record executives who ain't 12 years old like these kids. These kids, a lot of these kids don't know no business 101. That's why you see them come in the music business and go out real fast, because they have no idea about the history of the business. So some fucking A&R guy said, let's do We Want Some Pussy. Let's take this song. The nigga might be dead. And the kids don't know, they don't know nothing to nobody. Okay, let's do that. Sound good. And so they probably thought the song came off of the movie, who had the song in the movie when they came in the movie. I forget the name of the movie. The white boys was in there. Hey, and so they probably thought it came off the movie, and they were hijacking the joint from the movie, because half of these kids don't know no better. But there are some old ass heads, some old heads sitting up in there that know exactly everything that song represents. That song represents free speech. And the shit that went behind that song, when I sing, Hey, We Want Some Pussy, everybody in the Child of God came down on me. I spent a large part of my retirement fund defending free speech and the right to say what the fuck I want to say, because the United States government say my black ass did not have the right to be singing no Hey, We Want Some Pussy on some song. And those same record executives who are sitting there making money off of it and think it's cute not to tell these young guys the significance of the song, they should be fired. They should be going after. So the way the music business come, the way the music business work, people, everybody just don't give a shit before we pay Luke homage. And most of the A&R directors and the executives at these record labels, they hate me anyway because they're not smarter than me. They know how to make shit happen when I don't have nothing to make it happen. So they low-key hating. So what happens? They don't tell the little boys the history of the shit and everything that they're doing. So they forget about actual history of the significance of this song. What did this song? How did you get to sing this shit? And you need to call that motherfucker. Let me tell you something. How do I get this shit off here? Let me tell you something. When I did Band in the USA, young lady, when I did Band in the USA, you know what happened? Because I make these songs, come up with these hooks, and I remix all songs, and just came up with this idea, like, born in the USA, and they were fucking with me so bad because I made We Want Some Pussy, and I say, okay, then I just take Band in the USA, born in the USA. When I came up with the idea of switching Born in the USA to Band in the USA, do you know what I did? I say, I like this idea because it fits perfect with what I am going through. I'm fighting all these wars. I got 2 court hearings going on. I went to jail for this shit and all this and everything because I sing We Want Some Pussy. And I'm going through all these different things. So you know what I did? I said, I want to do this song to make a statement of me feeling like I'm banned in the USA. Music industry that threw me up under the bus. Everybody that threw me up under the garbage. Got rappers talking about our music ain't shit. We're the only hip-hop artist, only hip-hop company in the South. So ain't nobody to fight with you and to stand tall with you. They just want you to go away because you're fucking up the sales of their regular artists. So what ends up happening? I got to do this song. I said, I'm not doing this song unless I call Bruce Springsteen and get his sentiments. They said, well, you don't have to do that. You could just a cover. It's a cover. It's parody. It's protected by the First Amendment. It's what you fought for and what you won in the Supreme Court. So you could just go actually sing a song, any song over in how it's been sung, and you don't have to pay or ask for nothing. I said, no, I'm a respectable guy. I need to talk. Bruce Springsteen need to give me the authorization to be able to do that song. And I got my black ass on the phone, and I call everybody in the Child of God. I need to talk to Bruce Springsteen. And they got this man on the phone, and that man said, Luke, he said, I believe in your fight, young man. I see what you're going through. You're going to the Supreme Court. You're fighting for the music industry. And I believe you had a right to say what you want to say on the record. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with you. I'm just ecstatic that you want to use my song. That's how that went down. That's how I did Band in the USA. So hopefully nobody don't get on here and go to be like, okay, well, you did that shit with Bruce Springsteen song. No, I did not. I had a conversation with Bruce Springsteen, If that man would have said, no, I don't believe in all this, what you got going on, brother, and you know, hey, look here, I know you could, I would not have done that song. Y'all to see that in my biopic. That's respect. They ain't took no executive to tell me, because I know where I hijacked the song from. I know where I got the song from. I got the song from Bruce Springsteen. That was his shit. That was his work. He thought it, Born in the USA. He made it a hit record with people singing forever. He made the riff a hit riff. Where if you hear you automatically know that's, you know, some people say and steal the shit and go down the street and try to claim it. That's the music industry. And then you get attracted to that song because you heard a riff. That's how treacherous the music is. But I don't blame them kids, the Tiger and all them. I blame the executives who did not sit them down and say, look here, young guys, y'all hold on. There's some hot shit y'all got here. But y'all, before we put this shit out, we need to call Unc. Unc, who the fuck is Unc? We heard the song in the movie. No. Let me sit down, young guys, and let me tell you the significance behind this song. There's some historical shit here that y'all fucking with. Y'all is like y'all going to the grave site to grab some shit, and you need to understand what you grabbing. There's a lot of things that went on. There's a lot of bodies been buried. There's a lot of money been spent to be able to do this. Do you know the historical? If they get on the thing right now, ask them kids. Tell me, you know, and this dumbass reporters, they never ask the question because they're so excited. Tell me, what made you do this song? I thought it was cute. Well, where you get the idea from? Did you call? Do you know the background of this song? Do you know the background of the song, the group sung this song? Do you know the things that they went through for singing this motherfucking song? Do you know that? Do you know the history behind this song? Well, they just told us this dude did fucking parties and shit, and he had all the girls and shit running around and all that. The music producer came up with the idea and said, yeah, we're going to have this in. So the young guy probably don't even know because they ain't looked on the TV and saw. We just hijacked it, the video style with all the girls with the butts and their asses in the pool and all that. Them shorty, I guarantee them kids don't know what's going on. The grown motherfuckers supposed to be sitting up in there. The grown up in the room, not the kids. That's the beautiful time to educate them. And that helps you, your career, move forward. Shit. You know, the kids love these dudes. And I got to watch a Junior sitting up in there. Junior, you know, I hope he ain't listening to We Want Some Pussy, but I'm pretty sure they be on these machines and stuff. He showed no sickie mode. But it's weird. I'm going to say good night to you all. Have a good night.